You know, the British, they are colonizers. For you to be a colonizer, you have to be highly grounded in treachery, in all forms of mischief. You have to be number one in deception, in political deception, in treachery. You don't need to have any morality, nothing, no conscience. That is what Britain did. Harold Wilson said the corpses of millions of Biafran children, we never push them in order to change their policy concerning Biafra. That is to continue the Biafra genocide. They don't care. So there is nothing like morality. They know how to play games. They instigated the first coup in Nigeria in 1966. Britain. I'm talking that the old serpent, Britain. They instigated the first coup, and after, when the coup was carried out, they are the first people to go and label it Igbo coup. So, and they put us into complete commotion till today. The same way the Fulani Caliphate is doing. They will instigate an Igbo man, use Igbo man in order to deal with his people. They use Wike. They are using Wike now in Abuja. On our They tell him, no, you are not Igbo, don't worry. You go and destroy that Okachuku. Who is him? He went there privately. He went there. He said, no, how can they give Igbo man? They said, he's an Igbo man. You don't know that the people pushing him, they are laughing at him behind. Don't you hear the bugged conversation between Kula and Alhaji? Alhaji said they don't trust any Igbo man, no, all these Igbo politicians, they're on their own. They are just using them. They know they are not none of them. They can use them to do their dirty jobs and nothing more. And the person will be running, hey, he have power, as Wike is doing. They use him in order to destroy the livelihood of his own brother Okachuku, another Igbo man. Now, when Okachuku will go and meet his Fulani contacts, Alhaji, hey Alhaji, see you this week. They'll tell you, no, be your brother. Why they call me? You people are bad against you people. But they are the people that are gingering Wike from behind. I am telling you. And he himself will be seeing his brother fighting him. Say, no, we are bad to ourselves. You see now, see, this and that, complaining. It is not true. It is what has been imbibed, the politics that is played on our heads that make us to be seeing things this way. And that is what they want us to be doing. Ali Nonyema say, my own country denied us. Ali Nonyema. Let me read a bit. The Chief Executive Officer, CEO of AP's airline, Ali Nonyema, has narrated how his airline suffered what he called both internal and external conspiracies. Onyema disclosed this on Monday while fielding question. Okay. Onyema said his own country denied APs and threw back its application for a TCO, that is Technical Country Operators Permit, which could have allowed the airlines to start going into any European country. Just tell me, we are in the same country as fellow citizens. But when you see an Igbo man progressing, now you don't see it as this is our own thing. Now you want to bring it down, even if it is getting international acclaim, even if it is bringing Nigeria forward internationally. They don't care. Destroy it. It's an Igbo. How can we continue staying in a country like this? It's a very big question. We are fighting ourselves, fighting for our downfall. They are fighting for Igbo man downfall all the time. And as they are doing it, the Ali Nonyema is a Nigerian. No, he's presenting. Have you forgotten when anytime he used his aircraft to go and bring Nigerians suffering? Is it in Libya, South Africa? Here we go without being paid as a patriotic Nigerian. But your service or your sacrifices amounts to nothing as long as you're Biafran. I am assuring you this. All your patriotism, carry Nigeria, use Nigeria flag use it to tie your head, wear it and drink it. It amounts to nothing. You are still that Igbo man. You are still that Biafra man that they don't need you to succeed. Even if it means destroying Nigeria, they don't care, and that is what they are doing. And Britain is enjoying it. That is the most unfortunate. Britain is enjoying, because that is a game. A part they have, they have charted it. That part they charted, and that is the way Nigeria is moving. We are Igbo man rise up, they try to hear you down. Now Britain will come and knock gong, blow whistle. Yeah, I need 100,000 nurses that will come to my country in order to be shit packers of old people's home. Hey, maybe you are hearing my voice as a shit packer in the UK. Now you put your visa, they are granted, you start happy, you and your family, Britain. If you are saying, no, Britain is good, you are demented. These are the demon, the old serpents. When you hear Satan, it's them. Because they are the people, it is them that put us, chart the path that we are in this difficult, miserable path. Our people are dying. People are dying in Nigeria like flies. It is them. They are enjoying. The more you die miserably, the more they steal, they loot. The more they go on looting our oil, looting, sponsoring jihadism. Britain sponsored the SARS, Special Anti-Robbery Squad, that we are butchering people like anything. Britain sponsored it during Obasanjo regime. Do you know that? They sponsored it, they financed it. In order, they are harvesting our people's organs. They every round, sponsoring jihadism, destroying our farms, sponsoring Fulani headsmen to destroy farms so that we become food dependent. I know Yosi Babayalla. I just resemble Al-Majiri, waiting for food aid. Ukraine will bring it. They will tell Ukraine, don't give the Ukraine will carry, contaminated grains. No person wants to have it anywhere in Europe. No other place. Britain tells them, I never see our dustbin. Go give Nigeria, go give them. And they come, and with that, they will give them oil blocks. I am telling you, some oil in recompense. You don't know what these people are doing. Britain don't want us to live. They don't want us to live. I am telling you honestly, they are that old serpent. When you hear they call Lucifer, if it is them, it is them. When they tell you, they are paying you, they are paying you, they are paying you they are paying you pounds in London. A week, 1,300 pounds for packing. It's good. You send the money and you are praising them. It's good. You don't know that you are animal. There is a when you hear woman make it, you don't know what is happening to you. A child that does not know what kills the father, that thing that kills the father will kill him. Here on Radio Biafra, we are spewing out Britain is here. So that is what they are doing. They want to grant a peace international permit to be going to European countries. They sent a telegram to Nigerian traffic something. Is it a Nigerian version of IATA? I don't know. They deny them, say no, we don't even know this peace. It doesn't exist in this country because they see it as an Igbo man business. Manoa is somebody that anything that they call him or you go and as a slave. You know slaves work too hard. They work very hard in order to impress their masters. But we have refused this. Either we get this Biafra or everything will be turned upside down. I am telling you honestly. Because the type of anger in us, what these people have done to us and continue doing to us, it is really horrible. We cannot allow ourselves to continue being fixed in this world as if we accompanied other people to come into this world. For what? For what? That is why we have to prepare our minds. Either we get Biafra or everything, everything. Because Britain, they have taken us to so much granted that we are very cheap, very low, anything. Now, do you know how much even Britain is making every day? Only a visa fee. Do you know how much they are making in Nigeria every day? Do you know? Out of 1,000 people will apply for visa, maybe only 2, and you will pay non-refundable visa fee. They are harvesting us from every corner. If Organo, they have their SARS, they also through Buhari they sponsor the disabled bag in our land that are massacring us. I don't many Igbo. Britain is afraid that if Biafra is free, that we will sue them in international court for damages that they cannot be able to pay. But that is not the truth. That is not the truth. We want to live our life. We want to live our natural life like them, because we are human beings like them. That is our point, and that is our argument. When they will give you a visa to Britain, now you start thanking your Jesus. Oh, giving testimony. We want, why not if we give them visa, a British man visa to Biafra, he will start going to give testimony that they have Biafran visa. Is it anathema? Or we your job? That is what I want to ask. We are equal human beings, and that is why we are fighting. Because this world is about fighting. A living human being, a living being is always fighting. For me to remain alive, talking, shouting, there are things that are fighting inside me for me to remain alive. That is the reality. Biologically, it's true. Oh, in constant fight. So in this world, you must fight to liberate yourself. We must fight, continue fighting. Oh, no tiring. If you're tired, now you lose. If you say now you lose. Who lose? It's what our detractors want, for you to be tired, so that you go down and you continue suffering. Your generations the same thing. They continue mesmerizing you anywhere they see you in the streets of London in a polite way. But you know what happened? What is happening? They know. We must continue. Let me read another. This is another news headline, please. Onyema, he know. But what baffles me is all these people. They know all these things. One day you will see Onyema. They will sabotage him. It's not what I'm wishing him, but that is it. That Kajuku in Abuja, he has been enjoying it. Is it not? Do we even know that he's there? Is it not because of they destroy his distant verbatim? That's why we saw it in the news. Before, he is believing that Nigeria, my country, so it's fine, no problem, nothing maker. He have contacts in Asorok. Where is that his contacts? When you see one thing, you see they take Igbo man as a very foolish person, and we are foolish. Let me not lie to you. We are very foolish. You will see an Igbo man, ordinary, going to China and bringing container. You see how he's making mouth, because he have a phone number of one Alhaji used to use his name. Useless Alhaji, that Alhaji is not the main person. You have to go and beg. But if you see how this Igbo man, our brother will be boasting. What type of, do you see? One of the things that are keeping us down as a race is mpako, pride. pride gets first before fall. It's true. You know, I used to refer even that chapter in the Bible where they say, "Blessed is the humble, for they shall inherit the earth." We are missing this earth because of pride. Proud people don't excel. For your information, proud people, they don't excel. You will see an Igbo man that only bringing, because he's bringing 2-3 containers. Hey, nah, or even gonna eat it. But you will see a Fulani counterpart, even an Hausa counterpart, that has a ship that is bringing thousands of containers. Very humble. You don't even know that he's existing, unless somebody told you that this man you are seeing here. He's very humble. Man, or a hustler. Pride, let us reduce pride. I think even if you know it's I agree, like I think Mazi has said it once sometime, that we are people that we didn't undergo any type of disciplinary, no training. You know, the system we are in, it made us to be wild, individually wild. Our tradition that's supposed to bind us together was destroyed by Christianity. Christianity come and hold us together. They divided us more and into pieces. So everybody is doing as he wants. No cohesion, nothing, until IPOB came. So that is one of the things. Nothing. No ideology that binds us together. Nothing you can be doing and say, remember, say, oh, no, our custom forbids this. Now you stop it. They used their Christianity, they destroyed our culture, demonized it, everything. Now, okay, as you use Christianity, okay, let Christianity be our ideology of cohesion, to be staying together as one people. Hey, oh yeah, I said, no, how can I only form all in church? I am Anglican, I cannot marry a Catholic. You say that we become wild flowers, no discipline. Other countries, you see, at least when you rise up, you go military service for 1 or 2 years, or for a few years. Some used to do 2 years, some even more. That thing is to impose patriotism and discipline in you, to make you see that, look, to imbibe in you about your country, patriotism. And the patriotism goes with discipline. But all these things, we don't have it. And that's why, I don't know whether any of you have observed this. If you see somebody that just come from Nigeria walking, you will know. Only the way he show you that only rascal. He's an undisciplined fellow, and untamed fellow. Only his movement, he never talk, or you will know immediately. Because you know, you see no discipline, nothing. No, you know. Let me not go there anyway. We must continue. But there is this report about somebody that met. He said travel home during this period, and I counted from Otukpa to Orakam 11 army police checkpoints. From Orakam, he said from down to Omuahia, Orakam to Enugu to Otukpa to Enugu, a total of 31 army police checkpoints. To Omuahia, 21 police, so that a total of 52 army police checkpoints within this short distance in Biafran territory. That is, we are under occupation. You know, when you are watching, you know, if you open Al Jazeera, they are only talking about giving news about Israeli occupation, which is true. Just watch Israeli occupation of Palestine. That is how we occupied. But the worst thing is that we don't talk about, our people don't talk about it. Our politicians don't talk about it. Only IPOB is shouting about it. We are people under occupation. But the world is not hearing, because the people that are supposed to talk about it, they don't talk. So that's it. That's the Nigeria we are in. Now, let me read another news headline before I... Now, there is this news headline where it's today's news. Let me see. Yes, April 3, 2024. Oh, he said the Chief of Defense Staff says, that is the Nigerian Chief of Defense Staff. He said Okuama community in Delta has stockpiled weapons, made illegal money from crude oil theft. Says Chief of Defense Staff. You know, anything concerning Biafra land, they deal with it with every venom. They give a dog a bad name in order to deal, before killing it. That is what is happening. Now, the atrocity, the genocide they committed in that side, in Okuama community, in the so-called Delta state, they don't talk about the women and children they kill. All these things is just to do what? To cover up the atrocities of the Nigerian military, what they committed there. So they continue talking. They are the people that can talk and people hear their voice. Where is the voice of the people, the community? Where is their voice? Only what matters to some of them. No, I'm not Igbo. This Biafra thing. But they kill you like as a Biafran. Whether you like it or not, they slaughter you. Tomorrow they will come and say, no, don't mind Biafra. You are not Biafra, no. You are not Igbo. But they know, they are, do you know the weak point? It's one of the strategies of, colonizer strategy, divide and rule. You are talking about this divide and rule all the day, every time, but you don't really understand it. They came to our land, they divided, they instigated what they call Willings Minority Commission. It's only in Biafra land they talk about minority. Can't you think? And your answer, you say, yes, we minority, Igbo dominators. They put that mentality inside you. It was not there before. So you see that man is God. Man recreated your brain and you start thinking as they programmed you. They call you minority in your own land. Now, why didn't they instigate minority commission in the north? Why? Why? It's a simple question you should be asking. Why? Why is it only in our land? Because that was the time Britain, they saw that we have the natural resources, oil, we have gas, everything we have there is too much. So the only way to get access to all these things free of charge is dividing the people. Now they come, the minority commission, Willings, in order to protect you from your brother Igbo. Now, but you don't ask them. In 1929, how were the whole Biafran women communicate? How were they communicating? How were they able to gather together in Aba and riot or protest, which the British killed them, and historically they put it as a Aba women riot, which is not. It's not a riot. It's a protest. It was a protest, peaceful protest by Biafran women from a Gala, Yoruba, Shekiri, all gathered together in Abia. But once they come, they say, okay, these people, they are together, we need to divide them so that we can have access to their oil, to their natural resources. We can have free access, because if they are together, they will not allow us. So we need to break them into pieces. Tell these people that, oh no, don't believe, hey, Igbo, they are domineering. Tell this one, you are not Igbo. Don't worry, you are yourself. You have only a natural resource. Don't allow Igbo man to come there, because what they are doing, they isolate the men, isolate them, so that your own thing, others will be nonsense. Nothing, no resistance. Is it not the reason why a Fulani man came and say oil in Bayelsa belongs to Jigawa? Do you reason at all? No, you don't reason. You don't reason deeply. You're very shallow-minded people. You don't reason. Somebody came from Jigawa. He said oil in Bayelsa belongs to Jigawa. Oil in Delta belongs to Jigawa. Oil, and you are laughing. Now all these things he's saying are nonsense. Why is nonsense? Who owns the oil blocks in your place? Who owns? Do you know anything about oil? Is it not a cost to you? Now the Nigerian military they are trying to cover up the genocide they committed in Delta, in Okwama community. They are saying, that they have stockpiled this thing, war materials, weapons, so that you don't talk about the people that were massacred, that we are men and women, children and old men and women that we are slaughtered for nothing, for free. Innocent old men and women, pregnant women, so that people don't talk about it. What you'll be talking now, you will see in maybe in Chinese television, they will be debating. Is it true that they stockpiled this thing in our community in Delta? Is it true? It become the topic of their debate instead of going to the normal, the main issue of Nigeria committing atrocity against innocent people. They divert the debate. That is what they do. They are masters at it. They because they know that you are nothing. You don't reason now. Anywhere they channel you go there. You will not bring them back and say, "Oh God, this thing you are talking, you are military." If they have stockpiles, where were you when they were stockpiling it? Or is it the reason why you have to go and massacre men and unprovoked? Nothing. In a meeting, you say you call a meeting in a town hall, and after you open fire. What is more terrorism than this? Is all these things that they are trying to cover, so that now instead of talking of the real thing that happened, you now start talking about what are the names of all these useless people in Arise Television to start debating or argue, talking about it, analyzing. No, they have RPG. No. They have a militancy. That's why they will completely remove your mind from the genocide they committed. That is how they do. How many communities they burn in the north? They attacked every day. They kill Nigerian military in Kaduna, in Kano, in Zamfara. They slaughter them. On video, it is on video. Massacre them, Nigerian soldiers. Last time, have you forgotten? Is it last year or last 2 years? They shot down Nigerian military. The military, is it a helicopter or jet? And the whole people, their corpses litter everywhere. And they were videoing it, shouting Allah Akbar. How many communities did they burn? These are the real people that have stockpiles of weapons. Not the innocent people in Biafra land. They have stockpiles of weapons to cover the atrocities you are committing. And you see Biafrans listening to them. We better join hands together and fight this common enemy. It is what John Garang told when he took power in 1983. The Southern Sudanese that we are fighting each other. That they program brainwash into hating their brothers, their fellow brothers and sisters in different clans and ethnicities in their South. They were fighting each other. This one, just the same way we are, exactly our scenario. No, not Igbo. Igbo people are domineering. But you see the Fulani, they are on the rampage. You see what is happening. No, they don't care. If we don't join hands together to fight this common enemy, all of us will be gone. Whether you like it or not. It is happening in your presence. They don't come to say, you say, you are Oklahoma, you are Delta, so you are not Igbo. So thank you very much for they open fire, they slaughtered you with venom. For you to understand the hatred they have for Biafrans. The Fulani, they attacked and killed many soldiers in the Nigerian NDA, National Defense Academy, Nigerian Defense Academy. A no-go area. They didn't bomb them. They didn't slaughter people like that. No. Every day they are killing Nigerian soldiers in Zamfara. They are attacking them in their barracks. They are killing them. They don't go to on the rampage and start saying no. There are stockpiles of weapons. These are where in the north. These are where the real stockpiles of weapons, because they are using it. They are using it to attack them. If there are stockpiles of weapons, you will not even, this Nigerian military will not even have mouth to talk. You will be seeing it happening. It's happening in the north. They don't talk. They don't talk it. You understand? And many military, they are paying, even bribing to come down to south, because they know that there is their graveyard. That is where they have real stockpiles of weapons. But do they talk? The answer is no. They see Biafrans as very cheap. And one of the reasons why they consider us cheap is they felt that they succeeded in dividing us. They divided us into piecemeal so that any side that they will go and swallow them. But IPOB, our job is to make sure to unite us so that we have a common enemy. The caliphate is our common enemy. Do not, if you are at the back, I tell you are a friend. Don't worry. As they are doing, using somebody like Wike, your ass will be grass. The Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Musa, has said that the Okoma community in Ughelli South, local government area of Delta State, where 17 military personnel were killed last month, have a lot of weapons and illegal funds from crude oil. Do you see how they specify how many military? This is just, I don't know. This is propaganda. They continue saying it so that you forget. They say, hey, 17 military. They will not tell you that, look, they massacred more than 100 innocent men and women. That one, their life is nothing. Do you see how they behave? They continue saying it. In another news, they will mention the military, that we are killed. And you will completely forget. In newspapers everywhere, they will circulate this news. What you'll be seeing is the military killed. You don't see the hundreds of innocent men and women in that community that we are slaughtered for nothing. You don't see their houses, the whole community rests down. No, you don't see it. They don't talk about it. That is how they roll. That is they continue making you absorbing that kind of news information until it enters into your subconscious. You start blaming Okoma community. Say these people safe. I beg you, kill them now. I know they kill them. Go and kill them. You start supporting your enemies. That is how they do. It is a media propaganda strategy. They continue saying something. That's why when I see somebody, the people say, you people talk on Radio Biafra. We continue talking, so that it will continue entering into your subconscious nature, your subconscious. So that you know that, because that is the way you were being indoctrinated in falsehood. The same way we are using truth, we are using it in order to indoctrinate you on reality and truth. That is it. That is why we will never stop talking. We will never stop talking. I read the whole thing. There is never a place they talk about and the military went and burned down the village, killing anything they see, shooting women, and no, they didn't talk it. Do you see? Because they are programming you the way they want you to be behaving. That is it. Programming your character. But we are IPOB. We are here. So that is it. In Nigeria, how do you think a place like this can continue? How? When there is injustice everywhere. How? When you talk about it, when you see Yoruba will say, no, leave them, Igbo, kill all of them. The type of hatred is thinking. So there is no way Nigeria can be together. It can never be. It can never be. Now, let me read this last one. Armed herdsmen kill 7 people, including pregnant women in plateau communities. Armed herdsmen. These are people that really have stockpiles of weapons. But the Nigerian military, they don't talk about it. Instead, they go into cheap places in Biafra land. That is where their power is. one of the reasons, because they see that they have divided us. When it's happening in Aba, every other place we say no, you know, concern. Now, Igbo people, now Aba, I beg. When it happens in Bayelsa, no, it's a story. It's very long, as if it's very far long, you know, reach. So, when it happens in your zone, the same thing. Others will continue going. So, Nigeria, the caliphate, they have understood. They saw that they have completely alienated us from each other. That's why they are dealing with impunity. That's why they are dealing with impunity. Imagine that we are using a Kumeku style, a Kumeku warrior style. If we have a mass attack, mass defense, if it happen in Uti, every Biafran, you know, secretly go there and they do something or rise up and do something. Why are you rising up in Onitsha? Because it's happening in Uti. But you know, many of our people will not see it as they will not see any sense in it. They will say, but what is Mazi Jonathan talking? So I will just rise up in Enugu to protest on something that killing that is going on in One. Is that what you are telling me? I mean, we say, why? It's happening in Owerri. What thing concern me? Concern Owerri. Yeah, I there here for River Rhine. No, I there for Toke. No, for Bayelsa. Me, I'm a Bayelsa. No, you know, concern me. That is that thing you say, you know, concern you. That is where it concerns you more. Are you hearing me? So these headsmen, they kill people with impunity. Armed headsmen kill 7 people, including pregnant women in Plateau communities. And the worst part of it is that if you go to this Plateau community as an Igbo man, told them, say, look, they're Igbo man, oh no, instead let Fulani be killing us. You know, I've said this and I continue maintaining. The indigenous people that are in Nigeria, unfortunate enough to be called Nigeria, indigenous people, they are the most stupid and hopeless set of people in this planet Earth. I am telling you, from the indigenous people in the north to the Hausa, look at the Hausa now. Feel for how one Fulani man, not man for the man, turn their brain into orography. Look at just watch. When you study history, you say, but how can these people be like this? But it's still happening in our land, isn't it? It's the same thing. Is it not foreigners? Europeans came and castigated and demonized everything that concerns us as a people, and we are defending them. We follow them, saying, "Nah, Jesus nenyego everything." So we are, our ancestors are evil. It's the same thing. So when we talk about how the Fulani, one Fulani person, Ottoman Danfodio, he used only words, oku. Preach, and divided them into pieces, and they turn against each other. He was watching them. They turn against their king. When they kill King Yonfa, he said yes. He said yes. Today, Hausa is in the control of the Fulani. He didn't tell them, say, oh yeah, thank you, oh yeah, may I continue on our life. No. He become in charge. He enter and become in charge. And today, full Hausa is no more. Only their language they have. All they are that only singular act, allowing foreigner to come and put confusion in their midst. Is it not what we are suffering today? I am Bendel Igbo. I'm not Igbo. My name is Chukwudi, but I'm not Igbo. I am Bendel Igbo. Very stupid character. Sometimes this is annoying. Honestly speaking, it's annoying. It's highly annoying. You allow foreigners, they come and brainwash you into one thing and you believe and you now finish. We are trying to deliver ourselves anyway. We must continue. Now, as I said, the topic of my submission, let me see whether I can read the IPOB press release of, is it? Let me see, is it yesterday or today? Let me see. I think it was yesterday. It was yesterday. I want to read it before I continue, please. The IPOB press release. Let me try to bring it out. Where is it? Yes. Yes, let me see it. I want to read IPOB press release. That's what I'm trying to bring out, please. And I've seen it. 1st of April, yes. It's there before yesterday. Enugu State Governors plan to destroy. No, it's not this one, sorry. I've read this one. It's not this one. There is another one. There is another one that was on, let me see which forum just hold on, please, hold on. I want to read it. I want to read it because before I enter into the topic of my submission, because it talks about famine, and that is what I'm going to talk about. It talks about famine, going back to farm. I don't know, please. I don't know. Let me see. I've seen it. I'm just trying to bring it out. I've seen it. 2nd of April. That was yesterday's press release. Yes. Because yesterday I was not on air due to pertinent reasons, please. Now, IPOB press release of 2nd of April 2024. Yes. IPOB calls on Biafrans to return to farming and to invest in agriculture. The global family and movement of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, ably led by the great, confident, and indefatigable leader, Mazi calls on Biafrans to invest heavily in agriculture this planting season. It is time for us to create food sufficiency in Biafra land because we have the means and the fertile land to make it happen. IPOB calls on every Biafran to start farming on all agricultural products, particularly cash crops, to avert the impending famine in Nigeria. There is famine looming in Nigeria, and Biafrans must be prepared to avert the impending danger of starvation. Hence, IPOB is calling on all Biafran philanthropies to support farmers in their communities by purchasing seedlings and other farming implements for them instead of giving them temporary food items. Farmers should be encouraged and supported to go into farming instead of sharing consumable foods with our people. Investors should start agricultural cottage industries to process and preserve agricultural products. For example, Biafrans have fertile and able lands for food yield. Other than cash crop production, our people can also invest in animal husbandry. More so, Biafrans should invest in agricultural research centers for quality research and development focused on growing our native food products efficiently. Indeed, it is time to learn how to fish instead of just buying fish to eat. IPOB equally calls on patriotic Biafrans to sensitize our people on the importance of farming. Our people should understand that farming is very important. We should not believe in buying everything we eat from the market. As Biafrans, we must make food sufficiency a priority. We must not allow our enemies to have full control of our food supply and supply chain. Any nation that is incapable of feeding themselves will always be left in a vulnerable situation. Our people must be involved in the production of all cash crops, vegetables, and livestock that we utilize daily. On the part of IPOB where we provide high quality seedlings to some selected farmers to plant this planting season. Most importantly, IPOB ESN has made appreciable gains in securing our forests, bushes, and farmlands against the Maruedan Fulani headsmen jihadists to create a conducive environment to allow our farmers to return to their farms. ESN operatives are combat ready to ensure that Maruedan Fulani headsmen jihadists will not destroy our farmlands. The agenda of Fulani is to make Biafrans food dependent on their products from northern Nigeria, but IPOB has destroyed their evil agenda. IPOB and ESN loyalty lies with Biafrans. Therefore, Biafrans should invest heavily in agriculture to provide food for consumption at home and also for exploration. Comrade Emma Powerful, Media and Publicity Secretary for the indigenous people of Biafra. That is it. Because it tallies with what I'm going to talk about today. Food dependency or food dependence. Remember the continuous colonial legacy in Africa, which they created in our land. They want us to be food dependent. You know, there is opposite of independence is dependence. They want us to be dependent on them on food. You understand? And that is what IPOB is fighting against. Because he who feeds you controls you. Are you hearing me? Food is the most important basic need of any living thing. You understand? Food is the most important basic need for any living thing. For any living thing to remain alive and grow, it must feed. Whether you are a big man, whether you are small, whether you are short, whether you are tall, whether you are a billionaire, whether you are a poor man, you must feed. Otherwise, you will starve. And do you know, one of the way they have channeled us through this Western education system, which they impose on us, is to make us neglect agriculture. To make us neglect food farming. Instead, you as a university graduate, all that matters to you, you are looking for white collar job, just to be in air conditioned room, office, and be working, paid job. This is nonsense. Nonsense. Are you hearing me? If you are in that office and there is no food, what are you going to do? In one day, you make money. I've been saying this. We Biafrans, mostly Igbo Biafrans, all our aspirations is money. Paper. When I'm talking about money, paper. That paper is good though, but it's not too good. We don't even invest it in where it's supposed to be, the most basic thing: food production, agriculture. All these people that sometimes I used to wonder, all these people that they make my billionaires, this and that in Igbo land. Why can't they set up something like laboratory for agricultural scientific studies, research centers for improvement of improving agricultural products scientifically? These are investments. I don't know whether our people, we have not matured, we have not reached that mental maturity in order to be investing in this type of thing. Because what I see is that our people want something that will be bringing money. Now. Now, you want me to invest, to start waiting till in the next 20 years? These are things that changes the course of a nation, a country, changes a countries. Are you hearing me? I was watching one documentary one time. One Chinese man. It's a Chinese documentary. The man that with pride is an old man now. Whether he's dead, I don't know. But as of when I was watching it, he was old man. Say he's a person that researched, improved the rice productivity there in that region. Before they talked about how many kilograms of rice or tons of rice per meter square, but he tripled it or quadrupled. He quadrupled it, if not centuple even. Due to his research, he has been researching since young, since his life to improve. And now you see, he went to the field. He become a celebrity. Any time of harvest of the rice, they will call him. He will come and watch. Say, look at the product of his brain. He will be watching. He said, look, this thing before it was producing, not up to a quarter, like not up to 1/5 of this. But look at today, because of his research, and the laboratory is still going on. They are researching. Why don't we have this mental capability of doing all this type of things? People that will come out, they are billionaires. I don't know. It seems we never reach this type of maturity in the brain, honestly. Oh, you name invest. You invest. Something in your top container. Only your top container, make something. So that you will carry container full everywhere. And then gonna put why can't you invest? Go down and say, look, set up a laboratory. We have very peculiar brands, young brands that when you gather them and be sponsoring them, be catering for them, they will be giving you results. You bring some equipments, buy some equipments for them in little laboratory. When I talk about laboratory, people will think that it is one 15 hectares of land or just like a village. No, laboratories for research centers for little things. little things. When you see like the father of nuclear physics, Einstein, he was just staying with his father in his workshop, in his father's workshop, touching here and there. We don't encourage knowledge. That is the worst thing. It's one of the evils of the educational. I will talk about them all. This continuous colonial legacy it has many facets. I will talk about them. Education is there. Economy, different things is there. I'm talking about the food dependence. If you are schooling only to get a job, look for job and be paid, and only you looking you are getting paid cash without eating one day, you cannot even know where your shoe is to go to job tomorrow. You don't know. You will not know. Because you need food. Now, why not we go to the basic thing? And that basic thing is feeding. Food. Why do we neglect it? When you hear they say, I'm a farmer. He's an ordinary farmer. You call it ordinary farmer. But these are people that bring out what you eat. And you don't eat maybe one day and skip the other day. The next day, say you will not eat. Every day you will eat. Now, why don't we call it something? Why don't we see the importance of producing that thing we put inside our mouth? Why? It's a question that you need to ask. Answer. Our people now, what they believe now is on begging. Oh, you have your brother abroad. Send me. Brother, send me. Brother, send me. So that you buy food. Now I say, what if you have that money, that cash, and you don't see food to buy? Are you going to, you cook? I laugh when one day I think Mazi, Ike Peters, he said a time will come when people will be cooking notes, naira notes, and be eating. Just naira notes. You gather 100,000 naira, 1 million naira. You no food to buy. Now you put it in pot and cook it. Because we are we are missing the road. We are missing the target completely. We must go back to farming. Anyhow, today there are different methods of farming. Horticulture is there, whereby any slightest space, even in your apartment, you can farm using bags. You can farm. You might not call it. Don't judge it. Don't call it. Don't look at it as a small thing. When this family farms, your neighbor farms, the whole community, each just like before, each family farms. During harvest, what do you think? There will be food surplus. You will not buy. He will not buy. You don't need to buy. No person, your food will full everywhere. You can even have excess to sell. I'm talking of peasant way, even horticulture, whereby you plant the yam, you plant vegetable, you plant this, you at any space. Don't you see reason in what we are saying? Don't you see reason? I'm asking you. They want us to be dependent on food. On strangers for food. And it's very, very dangerous. A developed country will first of all be able, is food independent. Food independent. They conquer hunger. That is how in the starting of development, that is being called advanced or developed country. You first of all conquer hunger, whereby food is nothing. Food is not a big thing. Don't you know that? Okay, let me continue. The evil colonialists made sure to keep Africans to be food dependent. How? By, among other things, making sure that the system does not encourage famine, and by bringing heavily subsidized food. They heavily subsidize the food to Africa, so that to destroy your local famine. That is when I talk about democracy being evil, is a colonial legacy. That is what they call neocolonialism. This so-called democracy. Today the Europeans are no more directly ruling us like in Nigeria. No, but they are in charge of those that are ruling us. They are in charge. You don't know what they signed with Chinedu before they recognize him as a president. You don't. When it comes to agriculture, what is the Nigerian budget for agriculture? Very nonsense. You understand that? These are the way to keep, the country being dependent on them, on feeding. They bring the food from outside for you, and they can be able to bend you. They don't allow, they make the government not to encourage famine. When I talk about famine, not only famine you can store. This is just like as I said some time ago. They made the governments not to, invest in building storage centers, warehouses, silos for farm produce, for excess, because sometimes seasonal things, they come out, they become excess everywhere, and they spoil because there is no central storage center. If you have central storage center, all those excesses you'll be put there, and you'll be coming out little by little until the next season. People will be eating fresh corn. People till the next season. People will be eating mango till the next season. You will not even know when the season and when there is no season. You don't know. But they don't do all these things. Courtesy of the arrangement of the government, the so-called democracy or democratically elected government with Western countries, because they want that scarcity to be there, so that you'll be imported from them. Because they have excesses. They have excesses in their countries. Holland exports dairy products to everywhere. Don't you see their powdered milk? Don't you see their powdered milk? They even the chaff they bring, sometimes what they bring to you is they don't even use it in their country. The lowest quality, they produce it the lowest quality, and you feed. And today, what are we having? Sicknesses that never occurred before in our bodies, in our land. Kidney failure. If you see a baby, a boy of 20-something years, they have kidney problem. Something that never happened before because of consuming external food that things that will come from outside. Are you hearing me? That is it. Now, as I said, by the evil colonialists made sure to keep Africans to be food dependent. How? By, among other things, making sure that the system does not encourage famine, and by bringing heavily subsidized food. Example is the United States Food Aid. You know, there are even someday they write it US Food Aid, US Aid. They give you corn flour, US Aid. The US food aid to some African countries. This ruins economic opportunities for local farmers by overflowing their markets with free or heavily subsidized food, thereby creating a system of foreign dependency. You think that they are doing you good. Oh, they are dashing you food. You know, as a beggar. As a beggar. No. They know what they are doing. They want you to destroy your locally produced food so that you become dependent on them. So that any time can come, if they want, they will use food to give you, blackmail you, to bend you so that you accept the policy they want you to have. You see that? Have you forgotten several times the North? The caliphate, after they will just come say, they will stop bringing food from the north. It's a war. Don't you know that? It's a war, but you don't know. You saw it as something. They are showing you that, look, we feed you, so we can use the food to blackmail you. Why you believe on buying? You have money. He who has money and he who has that physical food. You cannot compare them. The person that have physical food is more richer than you. It's just like water. Do you know one of the largest producers of gold in Africa, if not even in the world, is Mali. You know that? But they never have gold refinery. They never have gold reserve. They just sell it outright. But France will take it and go where they have a refinery. France build a refinery in their country, in France. And you go, France have gold reserve, just like England. But in the places that they are mining all this gold, they don't have no reserve. They are mining, giving them money, words of money. Sometimes it's even because if all this electronic money, it's just ordinary electronics. On breeze. I pay you. British government will pay Nigeria $5 billion. Are they bringing it cash? It's electronically transferred, so it's nothing. It's just technology. Just breeze. They transfer and it sends alert to where it's supposed to send in Nigeria account. Oh, it's there. But you don't see no. But the physical thing is the crude oil. They have it. The physical thing that is gold, they have it in physical. So who is fooling who? If they want, they print more money. They give you, or they pump more and be sending you a lot. Is there because there is no time you are going to go and take it as a cash. No, they have bonds, yes, but it's not cash. You understand me? So that is the way they have structured this world. Now, Mali saw that, look, that is what makes these boys, these military boys, this military junta to be crazy. They saw that, look, they are mining gold in Mali, but they don't have no single gold as a reserve. No physical thing. If you talk, they'll give you money. They'll send you small money. But whereas that physical thing you can touch and feel, and that doesn't destroy, even if fire burns it doesn't, is there with France. They say no, this thing cannot continue. Now they have signed a contract with Russia. Russia is going to build state-of-the-art refinery in Mali, so that they will take their gold, refine it in Mali. Now keep it. If they want, they use it as a this thing in order to get money physically, adding value to the fullest value. Do you see how it is? The same thing that is like food. The same thing. You are looking for money. Oh, you want to buy car. But any day you didn't eat, if you didn't feed for one day, that your Lamborghini car becomes rubbish in your eye. You even hate it. Imagine you are in a state whereby your Lamborghini you are riding is filled up with paper cash money. Now you don't see nothing to buy. You go with 1 million naira to buy in a shop. They tell you, say no, nothing there here, no food, and you are dying of hunger. Don't you see that you will hate even yourself, hate the money, hate the car? Do you see how things go? That time you will understand the value of physical thing that you are seeing. That thing, not money. According to the stories they told us, during the war, people with their cars, they are ready to exchange one car. All those cars at that time, which was luxurious cars, maybe Peugeot 504, all those things. They are ready to exchange it with 1 kilo of rice. Now just take the car, give me 1 kilo of rice. That time you understand that your life is more important than all these things you are dying for. Food is very, very crucial, because without food there will be no living thing. Without feeding that living thing will die, and once you die, you are nothing. You see that? So that is why we have to go back to farming. In any way, let us put value to farming, because that is how it's supposed to be. We put value, we add value to farming, and there's some reports we are getting. Some people will farm, before you know, others will go and collect still what is in the farm. I'm not talking about Fulani headsmen, because the ESN are taking care of all those ones. I'm talking about our own people stealing what is in the farm. Something that does not, that is evil. You plant a yam, they go and collect it back. Yam you planted, or they wait until when it ripe, they will go and steal it before you. They go and harvest it before you. That is why we encourage any community, please hear ye me. I'm saying it here. If there is a Ekpa, for example, because all these things used to happen in Ekpa, forest that is far from the village, where people does not guide. If there is a way you can gather yourself as villagers and consecrate before farming, you do the ritual, normal ritual, omenal, ordinal in that place. Consecrate that so that any person that go there to collect something, anything you see, let him take. These are things in nature, but what we have. But you will see now, some people say, no, I have Jesus, and you have Jesus. They will steal your destiny, and it will discourage you. Go and do it. If you are having this problem of people stealing from your farm, because all these things I could remember when, if you go to the farm, you will see people have, during the time of maybe harvesting yam, people will heap yam, in the farm, pending the transportation. When they come to take it, they know that's their thing. It can stay there for days, no problem. The same thing with cassava, the same thing with ede, cocoyam, with other people, no person touches it. But today, I don't know. I'm telling you, go a lie. Where people will go and start stealing in the farm. It is evil. It is evil. It is evil. We must continue. Before the advent of the evil colonizers, I don't used to call them colonial masters again, because we promote them. Before the advent of the evil colonizers, we were completely independent in every ramifications, including food, because we are feeding very well. They came, they saw us, they saw that Africans, we are healthy, we feed very, in short, we lack nothing when it comes to food. We produced everything we consumed. We had solution to our problems. But the European forceful intrusion brought a lot of catastrophe, including economic or food dependence. They made us now start waiting for handouts, start going to school and studying language, so that you hate famine. You don't even give credence or credit to famine. You don't care about famine. You don't care. Whereas that is the basic thing. Every day you must eat. Who farmed the food you are eating? Can't you ask yourself this? Who farmed? Remember, he who feeds you controls you. And dependence is the key aspect of colonization or colonialism. Once you are dependent, you are colonized. Are you hearing what I'm saying? That is why you see every developed country, every advanced country today, they made sure that they are not dependent on any other country on food. That is the basic thing. I used to give reference to this. Thomas Sankara in 1983, when he came to power, the first thing he did is to make sure that people went to farming. Because once people understand the value of farming, you produce food, there will be food surplus. And once there is food surplus, people will be healthy to work. People will eat and eat healthily and be healthy to now work. And in 4 years' time, Thomas Sankara turned Burkina Faso, who was that time begging, living on food aid, American food aid, France food aid. They turned Burkina Faso into the food basket. That is a food full everywhere. To the extent they started exporting food to other countries. In 4 years. And that is what the new Burkina military junta is doing today. He's repeating it. And I know he will not make that. There's no mistake of taking military coup against him. No mistake, because he's setting things in place that will checkmate all these things. You understand? First of all, every country that wants to survive or advance, first of all, you must be sufficient in food. You must be sufficient in producing your own food, what you consume. Because if you depend on what you import, you don't know most of the things you are importing to consume. You understand me? Do you know Folubu? Do you know what it is healing in your body? Do you know? Ordinary ofo olubu soup, olubu. You know that? Do you know that they are turning, scientists are turning, they have started and turning olubu into capsules. But you eat it natural in your soup. You don't call it anything. You don't know what all these things are healing in your body. You don't even feel it. You don't know. You don't know. Because you don't know. That's why we need to maintain our traditional way of feeding. We need to engage in farming as if there was no yesterday. I am telling you. These people that are every Easter, every Christmas, they will gather, they will carry bags of rice, go and share one cup of rice or one kilo of rice to families in the village. It's good, but this time around, it is better you start sharing seed. Go buy seedlings. Ma jo, ma edo, ma mpuro, cassava, ma different things. Share them. Tell them, go and farm. Let there be competition in the village. Any person that farms and his distance grows more, that has the highest, before we have all these things, that takes the highest, size yam. You have you can give out incentives to winners. These are the ways in order to make sure that our people produce, because there is a catastrophe coming. Famine is coming in Nigeria. Your people don't hear. When IPOB is talking it, you don't hear. Last time, before this Naira devaluation, our HDOS made a pronouncement here that you should go as a trader, remove all your money. You that has excess cash, you are saving your money in Nigerian bank, remove it, cash, go and change it in dollars and keep it in dollars. It didn't. It happened, and people started crying. Today we are telling you, it is better you start a farming. It is better you invest anyhow. Invest on farming, anyhow. Not only paper cash. Use that money, invest it on farming, and let our land, there is no control of anyhow. And that is one of the reasons why there is too much erosions in our land. Yes, it's raining, but we should try to be planting economic trees also. Oba, Oha, all this okwa, all this, nowadays, now, if we call it breadfruit, okwa. Before, if you fall, okwa, no person, he will stay there and rotten inside the bush until the owner will go there. After rotting, he will go there and take it, process it as usual. But today, people are stealing even okwa. Very. Where are we heading to? Where are we heading to? Can't we see the destruction in the horizon? Where are we heading to? If we can be stealing all this, why can't we be planting? Look at the raffia palm. Ungo. Where is Ungo in our land? Ungo is disappearing in our land today. Because there is no replanting. People don't replant. If we can, do you know, there is this woman is from, I think, Zambia or Zimbabwe. What is his name again? What is her name again? They gave her the Nobel Peace Prize Award some years back because she planted millions of trees. Do you know what planting of tree means? It protects nature. No, you don't know that. In our land, even any wild animal they see, you can kill. Isn't tanta kill? You kill. You don't give out nothing to nature. You don't give out nothing for future generations. You don't give out. Do you know that sometimes, like in Orash River, for example, the Orash, which I know, you through your aquarium, you raise some fish, thousands of fish. Now go and pump it into rivers that are near you, so that so that it will be multiplying in that river. All these are, these are common sense to protect the future generation, to preserve nature and for nature to be giving us more. But you don't know that. Do you? You don't know that. Let us revert into farming, planting of trees, or all these trees that are disappearing. Plant them. You can take one seed and plant. And anywhere you just plant, be planting. Let us not be only consumers. That is why the West take us as a useless people that merit no mercy, because we only consume. We don't give back to nature. We don't give back. Only consuming. You go out on the bush now, you see one animal, you kill it. You don't know whether it's a rare, whether it's a protected animal, whether it's going extinct. You don't know. You kill and now you eat. Once you eat, you shit it out and it's gone. Finish. One time I saw, we are on social media, I think last year or last 2 years, Nigerian military, I think in the Lake Chad Basin, or I don't know, they, in a video with guns, they shot a rhinoceros. Is it any mini? Rhinoceros. that is being protected everywhere. They shot it and they are cheering. Oh, they have a government military, for goodness sake, that they have killed meat that they will eat for the whole day, the whole 2 days, and shit it out. And you see that this, when people are watching, how do you think that you'll be respected as a black person, as a Nigerian? How? Tell me, give me, if lines open, give me a reason why you will be respected when you carry Nigerian passport. When your military is killing, species, protected species, you will see maybe a blue quail that will come out by mistake in a seaside. Our people will slaughter it. Now, miracle have come on, everybody come and take meat. Something that is protected, that if it's other places, they will even use, they will be pouring it in water, make sure they push it back inside the sea. Our people will say, you will say that, when I don't blame the white people, when they watch you, they see that these people, they need to be extinct in this world because they don't produce nothing, they don't contribute nothing to this world. They don't contribute. All these consume, consume everything. Now, when it's finished, you start praying for miracle. God throw it from heaven. God throw it from heaven. But it is you that have finished it without thinking of tomorrow. You don't think of tomorrow. You don't think of your future generations. Why not be replanting all these things? These are natural in our land. You don't even need the irrigation. In Biafra land, rain is too much. So once you different seeds, you carry them as trees. You plant them in different places. You plant them. They will be growing by their own. In the next 10 years, 20 years, you see they start bearing fruits everywhere. But your own, all we know now, what is happening? Why are we like this? Why are we so primitive? Why? Let us give back to nature, so that nature will continue blessing us, so that our land will continue multiplying and blessing us, so that we will not lack. That is the thing. Instead of eating everything, if you see any wild animal, it's meat. You don't care whether this thing is going extinct. Let us allow it to reproduce. No, you don't think that way. Oh, you want to now? I want meat. Bring it, and you will kill it and eat it now. And yes, you satisfy yourself. The following day, you go to shit and shit it out, and you forgot it. You don't know that you have close a generation of that animal. You don't know. You don't know. You don't know. In many places today, even deer, you bring deer, male and female, bring it, have deer husbandry. Deer, ele. It will be producing. It will be producing everywhere. These are things to, everything is controlled. Before you know, that place will be filled up with deers. Now you will be controlled, you control the cells, not eating everything. Now when you don't see again, you start bringing, raising hand to heaven for Jesus to send you another man. This world is how we put it. We are in this world. It is only us that can maintain this world and put this world the way we want it, This mentality of miracle, let God will do it. No, God will not do it. Your God have finished what He's doing in this world. Let me continue sounding it. There is no other thing God will do for you. Nothing. Everything now depends on man. Are you hearing me? Everything look at Israel. Even they are in the Middle East. Israel is turning deserts into blossoming forests. This is the work of man. They don't wait for God to come and do it. Oh, ye blockheads, for goodness sake. They don't wait for God. You pray. The second praying country in the whole world. What have you gained? You must do something. Let us do something to preserve the nature, so that we continue enjoying. We have very nice weather in our land. We have rain that is abundant. We don't need artificial water irrigation because water is everywhere. If you finish eating mango fruit and throw it out, the following day it starts sprouting out. It's even you that will go and slaughter it, kill it. Why don't you plant mangoes? Why don't you stay now and say, oh, let me plant all this? Plant a mango. Plant them. Plant all these things. Plant them. Plant them. Plant them for future, please. And to help the environment. So that the environment will help us and will continue helping us. Because we don't want to be food dependent. You have seen the step of the Fulani. Anything that happened, they come out to try to use blockade of food to punish us. And when you call them, people will be shouting, even nothing to buy you. Why will you say something to buy? You want to buy the one who plant. Who planted the one you want to buy? Why not plant anyhow? Plant to be planting food crops, cash crops, vegetables, plant even trees, plant them. It is not evil, it is good. It's a way of recreating things, making nature more beautiful, making nature to be natural. You know, all this, when you are destroying our forests, do you know that you are even trying to cause environmental changes, environmental degradation? But once you are giving back, planting all these things, it doesn't matter, even in the forest, plant the trees, economic trees. Plant anything, all these trees, be planting them, just be planting. This woman, he planted trees, millions of trees. That's why they gave him a Nobel Peace Prize some years back. I've forgotten his name, whether Montari or something like that. Are you hearing me? All these things you don't call anything, but these are the most important things in life. Food. Without food, I will not even be here talking. I cannot. If I didn't feed, I cannot. Now, if we are telling ourselves, let us invest in food production, is it a bad thing? Is it a bad thing? No, if I plant, they will steal it. Now, enter us, go and condition that forest in our local way, in our traditional way. Consecrate it to more. And let the village say it's set to it. Any person that enters there once it's not his own, you will see it, he will see the repercussion. That is it. Because that is our thing. It's our way of life. It's not something that is imported. No. So let me continue. As I said, remember, he who feeds you controls you. And dependence is the key, or is the key aspect of colonialism. Every country is trying to remove itself or herself from colonialism. That's why they are running away from dependence, mostly food. We must know how to be food sufficient. We must learn that art so that the Fulani cannot mesmerize us, blackmail us with food. Oh, we stop tomato, but we have places to grow tomato. Today, why not let us show our technological prowess? You are anywhere you are living in apartment, to try all these things, even planting of all these seeds. You can learn them. You will have these smartphones. All you use it to look for is a gossip. Learn from YouTube how to plant all these things in a closed space. Learn. YouTube is there. People learn. You can learn from anything in YouTube. But you don't know. All that matter for you is looking for gossip. Something that you looking for gossip only. That is what you carry your phone for. You learn from your phone, from the phone. That is it. So we must cultivate this character of famine. Stop belittling famine, or commonizing it, or relegating it. It is evil. Because without famine, you cannot eat. And if you cannot eat, if you don't eat, you will die. Are you hearing me? Why do you think the Fulani headsmen are destroying our farms? Why? Because they want, in order to make us dependent on foreigners for food. That is why they are destroying our farms. And this is also beneficial to the West, because with food dependent on them, we could be controlled and manipulated as they wish. You have money, you have billions, but you don't have food. You don't produce. You buy food from you can be easily poisoned. Not every time they all this Hausa, they have all this Fulani, they put a poison in the watermelon, because they are producing it. If it is we producing it and selling it, how do you care about the poison? You will not even care to buy their own. Do you see that? But if they come, if they are doing it, they are doing suya, they are doing this meat, they poison the meat, they put this and that in the meat. What thing I am asking, why is even this thing makes me remember? I think somebody have asked this question. Why is it that we never, as Igbo people, we never enter into the suya business? Why? We don't enter fully. Because if we enter fully in it, we collect it from them. We do it better than them. Why? These are questions you need to ask. Why? We need to be versatile everywhere. Don't leave anything for them. If we have our own, our cows. Now we are doing our own thing. How do we fear? They have poisoned the melon. The suya is. If we are doing it by ourselves, we are not going to fear anything, do we? The answer is no. But because there are things we say, it's from them. It is time we break this circle. It is high time we break this circle. If we have, remember, one of the weapons of war or strategy one of the weapons of war which Awolowo brought is starving us during 1966 to 70 Biafra war. It's starving us. So we have to learn. We must learn from our history. Any person, if you don't learn from history will continue repeating on you. And that is what IPOB we don't want. That is why we are alerting each all and sundry in order for us as Biafrans to go back to farming. Go back. If you are saying go back to farming, don't think that you are going to leave anything you are doing to go. No. If find one way or the other, if you don't have time, with money you can even finance. Wherever you are living, you can make provision for garden. Horticulture is allowed. Growing ordinary vegetables, tomato, this, and before you know it, it becomes a fun to you. You grow what you eat. Very green, eco-friendly. Don't you know that? Okay, let me conclude. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, being a wise person, understood this evil Western back to Fulani strategy and created ESN to tackle these Fulani terrorists in our forests. So the menace threat of Fulani headsmen is now minimal, because our gallant ESN, the shadow, they are there in our forests. That's why Nigerian government is trying everything to demonize ESN. To use our politicians to demonize ESN, to criminalize ESN, because ESN is blocking their agenda for your information. What they wanted to do is to cause artificial hunger in Igbo land, in Biafra land, so that they will control, or they will be bringing everything for us. Anytime we do, they block River Niger, River Benue Bridge. Don't you see the other time? Didn't the governor of Niger State block? They say no food, nothing for any food carrying lorry. Don't you see that? This one is not up to how many, is it up to 2 months? The answer is no. So, when they are giving us all these signals, why can't we be wise and do our thing? Why? Why? During the genocidal war of 1967-1970, hunger, which was Awolowo's idea, was used against us as a weapon of war. Are we going to suffer, allow ourselves to suffer this again, so that we become food dependent on our enemies, so that they can poison food and, you know, kill us in our thousands and millions? The answer is no. That is why we always talk about our history, so that we understand what happened to us. Because history, what happened to us before, history is like a side mirror. If you are driving, you cannot drive successfully without a side mirror. You are looking at your side, the side mirror showing your back. That back is guiding you on how to drive. Are you understanding me? So it's not the people that put it, they are not foolish. It's looking at you, our back, our history. Why do we always forget and neglect our history? Why? And when we neglect it, it becomes to our detriment. It will repeat itself and we start shouting, hey, whoa, hey, whoa, hey, whoa. We don't know. No. That is why Radio Biafra, we are here to remind us all the time of our history. During the war, Biafra war, genocidal war of 1967 to 1970, hunger was used, and it was Awolowo's idea. Hunger was used against us as a weapon of war. But this is why IPOB is encouraging our people to invest massively in agriculture at any given space in our garden, that is horticulture and or in the field. Let us not say we are not told. Let us do this, please. Any slight, if you instead of dashing communities cup of indomie, throwing indomie to people, sharing indomie to, use that money, buy seeds, give our people in families. Say, go and plant this. It is better to teach somebody how to fish instead of to give him fish. You give somebody 1 cup of rice, 1 cup of curry, he will finish it under 24 hours. But when you give him some seeds, go and plant, you have saved him for years to come in. Because he will plant and eat from there. From there he will continue replanting and expanding. That is how it is. So please, let us not look down on this call for agricultural revolution in Biafra land. Let us heed the call. IPOB, we are the people. IPOB loves our people. The leadership has given it as an order, as a suggestion and order. Because as you heard in the news, in the press release, IPOB will do also their own bid in order to help some farmers directly. Give some farmers, seed, to plant. So, if you have the capability, do that, please. If you have the capacity of funding, fund it. If you have the capability of also funding a research center for agricultural research center, let us enter into this agricultural revolution instead of depending solely on outside. It is harming us. It is harming us. He who feeds you controls you. This is where I'm going to stop. I'm going to go into a few minutes break so that when I come back, I will open the line so that people will start calling it. Please do not go away. I'll be right back.
Under the leadership indefatigable leader, prophet, and mentor of our time, Mazi through the Directorate of State, DOS, the men will understand the times and seasons when Biafra is supposed to do the needful, like the men of Pisaka in the Bible. Don't land again with another important program for Biafrans, where they call Operation Back to Farm, alias Guzaza hunger and starvation out of Biafra land. As there be time to sow, we also get time to reap. Now with this planting season, we don't arrive. IPOB don't they tell every Biafran, men, women, boy, girl, papa, mama, traders, bankers, drivers, artisans, doctors, police and their brothers, teachers, landlord, landlady, husband, wife, business people, everybody, plus minus nobody, to join this operation back to farm, alias Buzaza hunger and starvation out of Biafra land by planting yam, maize, cassava, cocoa yam, 3-leaf yam, tomatoes, pepper, vegetable, groundnut, okra, beans, garden egg, rice, etc., etc. You fit use bag, empty jerry can, bucket, empty cement bag or rice bag to support this project and make it a reality. As you dey plant, don't forget plantain, banana, chicken, goat, snail, cow, fish, even mushroom. While our villages must witness planting of udara, palm tree, oba, opa, mango, guava, oranges, including tangerine. With this exercise, hunger and starvation go whenever to peep into Biafra land again. Just no talk say this one no concern you at all. For person wey dey hungry no dey shout hallelujah, e no go shout praise the Lord, e no go kabash at all, because when aeroplane come fly for sky, e go look for ground wey e go land gidigbam come rest. Na so e be. Understand say as men and women dey sell their people now, including children, to see wetin dem go use chop, who know whether na you be the person wey dem go bundle and sell as commodity. Na him make you go shine your eye and join this operation back to farm in Biafra land, so that we go save our children, save our people, save our life, save our wife, save every savable. Because na person wey eat very well benefit dey save oyoyo. My people, IPOB no dey talk in vain o. Remember when dem tell you to change your money to dollar for all your bank in Naija, because the apartment wey go comot for inside it go rattle you. You think say na empty talk. Today wetin dey happen? E don shele. E don open your eyes. Fowl nyash don open as wind don blow. So therefore, both clergymen, politicians, comedians, actors and actresses, our people in diaspora wey be abroad must all show their faces and support in every for this very thing to come to reality. Remember, anybody wey im enemy dey feed don already pay for him mortuary. This time, to buzaza hunger and starvation out of Biafra land, everybody must put hand, put leg, put hoe, put cutlass, put fertilizer, put everything and handle it to farm. Make I tell you, nothing to fear in the bush again, for the python wey get the bush don take over in territory. Biafrans, operation back to farm. Now the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, through the Directorate of State, they bring on this message.
Agụ abata n'ụlọ, achụsịala ndị dị n'ọrụ, ụgwọ ụlọ amụrụ gawa, ọbara mgbali na-abịa, abalị aghọrọ ehihie, ihe ahịa enweghị nzụta, ihe oriri abata, ejighị n'azụ mee, ịgbara nkịtị.
Igbo na-atụ ilu ha sị na onye jụrụ ọnụ ya nri ajụla ọnụ shi ya nshi. Ebe aka aja aja na-ebute ọnụ mmanụ, ọ na-abụkwa na arụ n'anwụ erie na ndo. Dịka onu nụrụ ya na-abụ a, ọ bụ ya mere IPOB nke Mazi Nnamdi Kanu nọ n'isi ya site n'aka ndị Directorate of State maọbụ DOS dịka ụmụ Ịsaka na akwụkwọ nsọ ndị maara ihe ekwe na oge nyere jiri wepụta ihe omume a ha kpọrọ Operation ha nlele laghachite n'ọrụ ubi, alias gbara agụụ na ụgwọ ọnwa mkpi pụọ n'ala Biafra, ebe ndị mmadụ ga na-ere nwa ha maka agụụ. Onye makwa na onye ọzọ a ga-anwụrụ ree maọbụ gị, maka na ọ dịghị onye shiwela mmiri ọkụ si na ọ ga-ada elu. Ya bụrụ ya, n'ihi nke a, Indigenous People of Biafra IPOB na-akpọku nwoke, nwaanyị, ndị oriakụ, ndị ọrụ aka, ndị ọrụ bekee, ndị ahịa, ndị ụkọchukwu, ndị eze, ndị draiva, esekere ma ejima ka anyị lọghachite n'ọrụ ubi. Ihe ọbụla ị maara arụ nke ọma, elela anya n'azụ. Ịkọ akpụ, ede, ji, egusi, rice, beans, granọt, okro, watermelon, kukumba, ọna, akịdị, ose, ụgụ, aṅara na ihe ndị ọzọ. Biko tinye aka na ya, maka na anụ na-atagbu ọnụ anaghị anwụ ọsịsọ. Dịka anyị na-akụ mkpụrụ ndị a, anyị agaghị echefu ịdọ nkwụ, epe, ụdara, ụkwa, mango, kashu, tangerine, abrika, gova, ụkpa. Chetakwa itinye ọkụkọ, azụ, eju, ewu, ehi Igbo na ihe ndị ọzọ. Asịkwala na amaghị ihe m ga-eme. Lee n'anya, were akpa, were efere, were bọket, were kụọrọ anyị ji, kukumba, ose, ụgụ, tomato, aṅara na ihe ndị ọdị nwere ike ịkụ na gburugburu ebe ahụ ibi. asịkwala na ọgbasa gị o, n'ihi na dịka a na-ere ndị mmadụ ugbu a iji nwee ike ịrapịọ m, ọ dịghị onye ma ọ bụ gị bụ ngwaahịa ọzọ a ga-ere maọbụ zụga n'ahịa. Unu chetakwa ihe merenụ n'oge cashless, tinyere ndụmọdụ ndị DOS nyere n'oge gara aga banyere ịgbanwe ego anyị niile nọ n'ụlọ ọba ego na dọla. Ụfọdụ ejiri ya mere ihe ọchị, ebe ụfọdụ na-akpọghị ihe ma ahịa mechara zụọ mmiri amakwa isi ekpu ụfọdụ. Ọkụkọchi ụmụ na-eti mkpu nwere ihe ọhụrụ o ji na-eti mkpu bute otu ihe niile ji na-ada ọnụ na Naija ugbu a. Ọ gwụla ọpreshọn ha lele baktụ ọrụ ubi bụ ọsịsa ya. Onye nyere m taa nye m echi, ọ ga-enyekwa m rebighị ebi? Mbanụnụ, ọpreshọn a anyị banyere ugbu a bụ kpọmkwem nke makọla m. Nke ọbụla ị nwere ike inye aka ma ọ bụ ime, biko egbula oge ime ya. Mkpụrụ akụkụ, fatịlaịza, ala, ego na ihe ndị ọzọ eji eme ka ụra tọwa ụtọ egbukwala oge, n'ihi na ọkụ bụ ike nnu. Unu atụkwala egwu ịba n'ime ọhịa, n'ihi na ọkụ bụ ike nnu. Ọzọkwa ndị anyị, ụjọ atụla unu ịba n'ime ọhịa sụkashi ọhịa zụọ ya pịatapịata, n'ihi na agụ ha na-eche mba. Agụ Chukwu ha nọ n'ime ọhịa, ha sịkwanụ na ọ gaghị azụ, o zụọ ha n'isi. Ọpreshọn baktụ ọrụ ubi, ha nleletụ ọrụ ubi, ọbịa bụ ihe anyị na-ekwu okwu ya ugbu a, eji chụọ agụụ chụọ anya m n'ala Biafra. Biafrans, ọpreshọn ha nlele baktụ ọrụ ubi ebidola oo. Enyelekwala anya n'azụ, asịkwala na ịmaghị. Ozi a si n'aka ndị IPOB
Welcome back. This is Radio Biafra House of Service coming to you through Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Chinedu from Alu province of Biafra land, and we are here live and direct. Today is the third day of the fourth month, being April 2024. Our lines are now opened. Our direct line is +1 213 328 6224. I repeat, +1 213 328 6224. Our WhatsApp and Signal line is +61 405 142 547. I repeat, +61 405 142 547. I have a caller already here. Caller on, let me see, is it on WhatsApp? Can you hear me, please? You're the first caller. Welcome to the program. Caller on WhatsApp.
Hello, Mazi Jonathan.
There, Mazi. Welcome to the program.
Mazi, I thank you for your invitation every day. You always remind us our roots. Yeah, we are a great teacher. Thank you very much. Mazi, I want to start making my points without wasting time. Mazi, there's something as a traveler, I have traveled to many countries, but sometimes when I go to country, I go to the grassroots to see how the countries, the way they grow the economy, the way they move in their spirituality. Let me start with the Arab. I have been in 3 Arab countries, and I see that the Arabs, they have this contact connection with their deaths. The Arabs map Fridays in order to visit their deaths. You know, Arab buried in the burial ground, they don't bury at home like we do. Every Friday they go and communicate with their deaths. Every Friday, that is having communion with their deaths. Unlike our people, we are people that Christianity told us that we should not have to do burial like how they say it in catechism. They condemn our way of communication with our deaths. Now I am here in Italy. I've seen that Italians, it's every day their background is open, every blessed day. They go there, they communicate with they offer gifts and the prayers there. They think they have in our own land with Christianity, and we are behaving like animals. You understand? They destroy every of our roots that we don't know what we are doing again. We are just flying like birds that don't have a place to rest. It is very bad that we lose our roots and be like people who come from like aliens. Another thing is you see this famine of a thing here in Italy. Mazi, can you hear me?
Go on. What is hearing? Go on.
Okay. Here in Italy, if you happen to work for Italy for a farm in 3 years, the government will be paying you benefits. Every year they will give you 2,000 euro for working in their farm. Farm is the highest thing that the Italian government respects. They respect people who work with the farmers more than the companies, the factories. these are the way to go to end poverty and starvation. Every time here you go to when you buy food, you buy surplus. With 1 euro, 2 euro, you buy food, you buy whatever you want to eat. But in our own, you go to market, you cannot with 5,000, you cannot buy a basket of cassava. Neither will you see yam to buy. We always expect foreigners to feed us, which is very, very bad. Even the Christianity, the churches have encouraged people to cut it down. They call it a witch. They said that witches gathered in the trees. Every tree our people are placed is very, very like desert now. No tree, no new planting. All the ones that are planted, they have cut it down. There are some young men that are using the village, they are doing nothing. All they do is cut a tree and go and sell it at as I don't know. You know, our people have changed as well. But we must go back to our roots. And we must our spirit to guide our land the way it used to be during the time of gold. Because during the time of gold, you keep your place and they remain for you. Whatever you see, you take, just like you say. But today it's not like that. They leave everything for God. So we must change all this narrative as well. IPB is doing. Thank you, Mazi. Let me give others people to make their own contribution. Thank you,
Mazi. Of course. You know, every developed country, puts agriculture as number one priority. So for your information, they give incentive. They give incentive. They subsidize. You understand? They subsidize heavily, like in the US. They subsidize heavily or agriculture because they know that is the basic. That is the base. Every human being, not only human, every living thing must eat. That is it. So why do we neglect it? Why do we neglect the most important thing in life? That is agriculture. We must continue, please. I have a caller on WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp. Can you hear me? Please go on. Welcome to the program.
Yeah, Mazi Jonathan, good evening.
There, Mazi.
Can you hear me?
The whole world is hearing you, please. Go on.
Mazi Shenna Nebo from Malaysia. Mazi, yes, agriculture is the best thing because I can remember my grandfather during his own time, himself, they have our own village. Is marvel. I want to hear that Obaji and Keja Maronia Butike Obodo. But today it's not like that. So our people are forgetting back our getting in so Mazi, this agriculture thing. I know why in this Yoruba land we are supporting it the way we can. Although but we are trying our best. So again, back to the news that you read about Ali Onyema. Sometimes I even crying what is the problem of our people. So Ali Onyema may behave. In fact, because if I thought that the incenses will come back. So last 3 days ago, the year that we read what happened to Okachuku in Abuja, they forget what Alaji and Kunde they said concerning what they will do to Igbo people. You know, teach them a lesson. Today in Katangua, which way I go, because because today I experienced the news that concerned Ali Onyema. I had from one of our brothers listening, although I'm busy working for what I am come to do in Katangua, but I have that news. I say, so these people are hearing all this news. And what again I want to encourage you, Jonathan, continue this hammer that all these things, because this gospel, people is listening about this our gospel, and people is hearing it every day. So I'm encouraging every Biafran to keep on. We have getting there. We don't have back to go. That is my encouragement. So Mazi, thank you for picking my call. May Okike bless your day and keep you strong.
There were Mazi. There were. Caller on signal. Mazi, can you hear me? Caller on signal.
Yes, Mazi Jonathan.
There were.
I can hear you. We don't drink Mazi Jonathan. My name is Mazi Fine. Mazi Fine, calling from his location. May God bless our HODs. Because HOD, they are really the leaders. The leaders of all Biafrans. Mazi, just see the plan of our HOD upon all Biafrans. Without minding whether you are from Ijo, or you are from Cross River, or you are from Delta, you see that our HODs have plan over every Biafrans. In fact, my prayer to them is may Chukwu Kabiama continue blessing them and giving them strength and the ability to believe in us. Mazi Jonathan, may Chukwu Kabiama give you long life and give you good health for you to, continue propagating this good news in the life of our people. Mazi, you see, last time our HOD warned our people about the zoo economic falling, and then tell our people to start, withdrawing their money from the zoo bank. And what later happened? The prophecy of our HOD later come to pass. And people start crying. Our HOD last time make a statement, tell our people that before, during the olden days, our forefathers, we don't have too much mortuaries. Our HOD try to advise our people. Please try to go and pick your loved ones, and so that we will have a minimum of a mortuary, not everywhere mortuary. You will see our people, I don't know what is happening to them. And now our HOD have come up again with the agriculture. Please, my people, go back to farm. We have that the danger ahead, that he don't want us to suffer. He don't want any single Biafran to suffer. A danger ahead. I wish what he says, for we to live long. Because these men of HODs, they are the men of God, the real men of God. The people that we spoke, and it will come to pass. And they have spoken to them and do what they said to avoid, had I know, like what happened in the past. Mazi, you see, today I read the news. Is it at the Edo State? Hungry youth stop a truck that, conveying a goods, and attack the trucks that convene a goose. That's what is about to happen in the zoo. And it will affect everywhere and everybody. I'm begging our people to please help our HODs to make this equipment of agriculture available to our people, so that our people will be able to cultivate, because many things have gone wrong. Our so-called governors, who are supposed to be at the front of this campaign of agriculture, what they just look less concerned, stealing our money and go to foreign country and dump it. And that is why you see in our land, you see every bad thing. You see people doing Yahoo, doing other things, doing rituals, because our people have neglected the way of our forefathers in agriculture. Before people can recognize you in your village as a man, they will know, they will see your Obaji Inwere. They will see how big your Oban is. During that time, you are a great man. But this time around, our people have neglected all those things. But may God bless our HODs, who is trying to bring us back in the olden days. In the olden days, when people live long, when people eat what their body needs, Mazi, may God bless them. Let them continue this good work. They will live and reap their good will and reap their good fruit, which is they are sowing in this our struggle. They can never regret anything in their life. And the Chukwu Okabiyama will continue blessing them and strengthening them. That's my prayer to them, morning, afternoon, and the night. Mazi, so shall it be. He said,
There war.
He said, Mazi, good night.
There war. Mazi, okay, just hold on. Let me take this caller that has been there for a long time. Caller, what's up? Welcome to the program. Please make it as brief as you can. There war. Mazi, Ganiru now.
Anyị na-akwadokwa unu ụlọ anyị nwere ike maka na onye kwuru okwu si na ndị na-ekwere ekwerewego. My name is Mazi Nwankwo. I'm calling from my location. Farming of a thing, it is not compulsory that you people must remember us to farm. But when I go, if hungry come, you look for food. Whether you are poor, whether you are rich, you must look for food to eat. Even an animal, if you carry animal or you tie the animal, when hungry come, it is dog, it will start barking. If it is goat will start making noise. So that hungry has come. And I believe that hungry is the best teacher. Among all the hustling, whether you are looking for money or you are a millionaire or a billionaire, when hungry come, you must look for food. Even tree, if you plant tree and it didn't pour water, or it did not plant tree and the place is supposed to plant it, the tree will dry up. That is the food. It is looking for food. So my people, it is not only when Mazi Jonathan or our DOS give us order or direct us to farm that we will look for a way to farm. My mother makes me to remember one thing, as my brother, the previous scholar, said about Obaji. I'm from Okanano, over Okanano. They know our people as the people that mold this clay pot. Even yesterday, my mother called me that because once you reach after winning a mold you are clear for, you have to burn it from the fire. It's a big celebration. My mother called me that she's about to burn it for the second time. That is much eating. Everyone says to me, so that if you put water on it, the water will not pour out. If rain fall on it, it will not melt. Without that fire, it will melt. That is nature, and nobody will cheat it. God created Biafra in a different way. But when I think about it sometimes, it makes me cry. Because our people, it feels like all what you people are shouting in this radio, you are teaching a little child, even a kid of 2 years can even understand more than we adults. It kills me. But my prayer is this: may Chukwu Kabiama give me people more strength and more wisdom.
Yeah, well, and you too.
We are hearing your voice this morning and the night. Please, please, I'm begging every our radio presenter, people that are working in media, to continue. We are fools. Even me, I deserve death. But I know that with time, we will be through and we must reach our destination. God will keep our leader, Mazi, because he is the founder, he is the man of faith, and he will keep on being first in the forefront until Biafra will be restored in the mighty name of Chukwu Kabiam. I don't have much.
Yes, sir. There were Mazi. There were. Thank you very much. There were. I'm now joined by Mazi. Okay, foreign. Mazi, okay, can you hear me, please? Mazi, okay, now I hear me.
Yeah, Mazi, and there were from Poland, and there was a good evening. Been a long time. Thank you, man.
There were, there were.
And there were, okay, thank you, Mazi, for serving your motherland. We'll continue to fight and continue to death until we get to what we want. Mazi, what you're saying is entering. People are hearing and people are waking up. Our people are enjoying. African countries are most are using it more than our people. They're using it very, very well. And we continue to appreciate all of them. Our leader, Ferdinand, the Oku Chukwu, that our memory resolution will praise Oyinat in this, and we will continue to appreciate him. And our Lord, Uche Chukwu and Kings, we appreciate you. And the head of director remains the Chika Edozium and all his lieutenants that are doing wonderfully well, men and women of all radicals all over the world. We will continue to appreciate all of you. Mazi, we will continue to expose the evil. Because in the Boston one Talaga did quicker. Our own is to come here, continue to expose every evil, every atrocities of Nigeria, British, all over the world, even our own people. Now, I have our brother from Owerri. He's on the ground here. He wants to tell us what is happening in Imo State. We cannot get tired until we get to what we want. Our brother, please, don't say much about your name. Tell us what is really happening in Imo State. Everything you are seeing. We are hearing the voice messages, everything. We will continue to expose them. And I hope we are in a better place in Imo State. Everything you are seeing, we are hearing the voice messages, everything. We will continue to expose them. And I hope we are in a better place.
destroying our crops, kidnapping our people and killing them and collecting ransom. That is what they are doing. The imbecile in Imo State, the killer, the genocidal governor in Imo State, Jojo Abarakwaka, one of Zoological Republic, is giving them the free roll everywhere, both the one that ransack in the north, both Zamfara and Kaduna, all the whole, those people that Boko Haram chase out of their city and villages, is now encouraging them, giving them that they should come to Imo State, that there's free land and everything. In fact, it's the part of Ruga. By the time Tuchukwu Kabiama is protecting us and guiding us, showing us a way to battle them in a way that we can. Right now, in Imo State, the criminal in Tiger Base, Ola, they are trying to protect him, but the people that are looking for him will get him. In a horse soup, coupled with Ola and Abu, the one at Naked police post, is now in a horse soup. Chukwu Okike will continue to expose them. All of them that are killing our people, selling their parts, selling human parts in Imo State, doing one atrocity business or the other in Imo State. Chukwu Okike will not allow them to go scot-free. Now, what happened? Am I coming out clear? Okay. 2 days ago, there is about these two people. They went for their inspection in where he bought land from Ihiagwa Old Road. That road linked to Old Road, straight to Obrinze, where there is military base. As they were inspecting their land, Fulani with the military uniform came there and kidnapped, tried to kidnap 2 of them. One of them escaped. They used cutlass to open his head. The other one, they kidnapped him. Reaching to the destination, when they took this guy in, closer look at the military base at the back of it is where they took this guy to. When we say that people, the military people in the prison, they are the one doing this thing. People don't, maybe we are joking or maybe we are lying, but this one exposed them completely. They took this guy at the back of Obrinze. This guy was there. They don't know that the guy understands Hausa language. Immediately, a lot of victims are there. One Hausa man called them that he is coming, that he need a private part of a man. He told him that don't worry, that he is there, that they will give him in his eyes. They call one man to come. They open it. They just face to face. They called the private part and called the man to come and collect it. I met this guy today. He was telling, in fact, he made it openly. He went there with some of the radio stations, called him today. He was exposing what he saw. When this guy was then face to face in his eyes, that they opened the private part and took everything and called Alhaji to come and collect it. The other man said that he will need the leg. He will need some part of the body. This is what is happening in Imo State right now. The whole of Ihiagwa, as is where they were supposed to farm, the area that they're supposed to make their farmland this season, those area is no go area because of what? The Fulanis have taken over that area. The people are now living in fear. Nobody will now, by this time now, you will not see anybody outside. Immediately it's 6 o'clock. Everybody will be running their tasket and let me reach my house because they are not living in fear in their own land. It's pathetic, honestly. Now they release the guy. After 3 days, they hold this guy, they released him and took a ransom, 350,000 naira. Some they will collect 1 million. Some they will collect 2 million, 10 million. This is what they are doing in our own homeland. Who is aiding them? Okay, the other one, police checking point where they kidnap somebody. Instead, police will go and look for the Fulanis. They say they have a big gun, they have this, they have that. Police can't even do anything. Then, if they call maybe the military there, you will see the military will come. Sometimes military will come. Who are there? Where are they? Before you know it, they will arrest the villagers. Maybe before you come out, you pay 200,000, 300,000. Somebody that know nothing about. They are the one that kidnap somebody. They will come and arrest the villagers. In fact, these people, they are something else, honestly. Last time they kidnapped somebody, that's last week ago, they kidnapped somebody. The money is now causing problem between them. They now started killing themselves at Tipa Park, Mechanic Village. They started killing themselves. People that are hearing that their language are now understand what they are saying, that they're supposed to share the money, 500,000. The guy gave him 100,000. They killed the guy. The other one killed the other outside guy. The other one killed the last one. They killed 4 people there. The other one with serious injury. Before you know it, their leaders in the Amausa now came down and say, okay, no problem, calm down. But before you know it, they just do it as if nothing is happening. But people understand what they're saying. The reason they kidnapped somebody and collected 2 million. Instead, they are 4. Instead, the taller one will share the money equal. He decided to give them 100,000. That's the reason why they kill him. The process of killing him, he killed one. The other guy killed the opponent too. 4 people.
Mazi, let me ask you, that Amausa, is it not a place and Anibozo? Those people that are talking, that are watching them, what did they do? When they are hearing the voice, why not they mob them too? This is the coward that we are talking about. Our people are cowards there. All of them are saying that they're kidnapping all of them. They cannot make any move. They cannot mob them. They cannot hold them. They cannot even burn them alive there. Mazi, what happened to Chinasa 180? What exactly is the situation about Chinasa 180 now? Can you brief us?
He has been arrested and took to Abu. He has been arrested. Okay. But our intel said that they took him to Abuja for proper investigation, and because the atrocity that he committed is too much in Imo State. It's too much.
There are many of them. It's not only him. Both CJC Akolita retired.
All of them.
What is them?
All of them.
All of them. All of them must be arrested. All of them. They must be called to book. All of them must be. With those boys they are using. This young man called Okechukwu. Hold on. This young man called Okechukwu Benjamin, aka Ebedisi, from Amofu village, and the Chukwado Okoli from Amofu village, aka Droba, and the Waliwa and the Obag in Ameb. All of them must be arrested. All of them. Both Kubana Chief Prince, who is the head of cultism in Imo State, that is from Obulo. There is from Umuhokabia. All of them must be arrested. All of them. We must continue to shout, and all of them were brought to book. Go on.
Exactly.
And Ebelisi, we have won the again. Ebelisi. Okay. Benjamin, you and the Wado Koli, Droba, Waliwa, all of you must try and return that car with Wabugo. That car you sold, the woman has paid you money. You must return that car. We are watching over you. Return that car. You are using that car. Don't you know? We have intel everywhere. return that jeep, return that jeep. You have collected 5 million rands, return the motor, and return that woman property. Well, let me give you the name of that Obama. Yeah, the madam is the carrier Kiroka. You must return the money to. This was the woman that taught you in primary school. You kidnapped and took this money. Return the jeep. Mazi, continue what you are doing. Go on and finish your report. And tell us about our mother that was supposed to be buried today too. Don't forget. Never.
Yes, my dear. That's my dear. It was is one of the woman leaders in Imo State family. She died 3 days ago as a Jewish personnel. She will be. We'll bury him tomorrow. Oh, we'll bury him tomorrow. She's Mrs. Nduku Amagula. She is wonderful, honestly. The woman tried a lot, put all her effort. She's a barrister. She tried on some of the cases that the woman tried to rescue our people. When they have problems, they took them to court. The woman intervened, honestly, but a sudden death, you know, anya kele Chineke na mkpụrụ obi na ndokwa na akwanende family or the whole family a heart to endure something. Thank you all of us have freedom.
Mazi, hold on, before you go, the former woman leader, Madam Maria, I suppose, what is she doing now? Because we're having a lot of intel about that woman. We have to inform our people in Imo State. And I'm like, if you have that woman in your contact, you must avoid that. Finish what the intel we have on this woman now. Please, it's very, very authentic.
Yes, it's very, very important, honestly. Mrs. Maria was the one that they gave money to go and feed somebody in the same one during the time of her backyard. They arrested the woman. After they held this woman for some months, they now release the woman. As they release this woman, they are now using him, pointing hand on some of our family members here in Imo State. Honestly, the problem that we have in Imo State that led to many of them, their sudden death, was caused by this woman. So I'm calling all family members here, please be careful of that woman. Be careful of that woman. Everybody know her, Mrs. Maria. Mrs. Maria. Since they released the woman, sometimes she will come to the base. I don't know what she's coming to the base to do. I don't know what she's doing there. Because they will put the woman inside Black Maria. We have that intel because when they did that, she was always staying at one total free in the one market close its party hand. And this intel, we have a lot of intel. It's coming directly. She's still working with the base and she's still going there. She's dropping information. That's why I called you to verify and I send you it's verified. Our people in Imo State must be very careful. If you have this woman Maria contact, if you know her, avoid her. Otherwise, finish up, let us drop. Yes. Okay, please, all members in Imo State, please be careful on this woman. Please, that's what I have to say. Be careful of this woman. This woman, maybe they are paying her money or they are using her, maybe threatening her or that they will kill her or something else. Please, everybody should avoid this woman. Please. So thank you very much, all of us of freedom. Thank you very much, all of us that are working assiduously to make sure that we restore our freedom. We must get this freedom. This freedom has been ordained in heaven. Chukwokika is our God. He has promised us that we are going to be free. And the zoo is completely gone. It's nowhere now that you can hold them anything. Mazi, do you know that they are calling on Russia people to come and help them? Russian people abandoned them. In fact, abandoned them, and
it's not everything we say. It's not everything we say.
Honestly, they have lost completely. They have lost the battle completely.
Their last battle was that flyer, and I got it. I got the flyer, and we are done the need for. So let us see if our moderator hasn't, if our anchor have anything to ask him before you drop. Jonathan, if you have anything to ask him, you can ask him before we go on.
No, there is nothing. There is nothing. I think he has said the main things, So only just for him also to be careful. Yeah, that's the only thing. So Mazi, thank you very much for all this information.
Thank you, my brother.
Those of them are brought to death. Take care of yourself. There will. Mazi, okay, there will. The opposite of them only brought death. That is selfishness. Brought death in our land. Nothing more. Just for him, his selfish interest. I got no one boy. Caller on Mazi Celestin. You have been there for 20 minutes plus. Caller on signal. Please go on. Can you hear me? Go on, please.
Very well. Good evening, Professor.
Mazi.
I'm Mazi Celestin calling from Coastal Region of Biafra land. Professor John, let me quickly make my remark on the subject of your submission tonight. Firstly, let me commend the HM body of this movement, which is the DOS, for their laudable projects and the programs. The call for Biafrans to return to farm is a very well calculated program that comes at the right time. Professor Jamal, there is no how we can talk about real freedom, achieving our real freedom without talking about sustenance of food security for our people. Because an angry man, a hungry man is an angry man. It is only when you have something to eat, something you can consume to your satisfaction, that you can reason optimally. And therefore, the call, it's a laudable one, because it is in line with our pursuit of freedom for our people. Let us not forget that part of the reason we know the genocidal war waged on us by the damnable zoological was the blockage, the food blockage. So without that, perhaps we might have won the war. But that was a very, very terrible thing that happened to us. So, Professor Jonas, if you look at what is happening in our land, you will also discover that based on that, what do you call it, food blockage, the whole government has weaponized hunger as a tool for subjugation and total intimidation of the people into total submission. And that is what is going on. Because if people have something that they can consume, certainly people can live optimally. And you see that they have taken advantage of that to bring up some programs like stock infrastructure, which meant nothing for the people, but the kind of something that they also use to weaken the people the more. Therefore, the full campaign for Biafrans to go back to the farm is something that I must have to commend, and they also queuing to canvas that our people has to take advantage of this very laudable opportunity brought by the leadership to ensure that we have something that we can consume. There is no any organic nation, there is no civilized nation. Number one thing is full sustenance and the full security. That is the only way you can also control insecurity in the land and ensure that people doesn't constitute nuisance. Therefore, Professor Jonathan, we are in together for this campaign, and we must keep pushing it for our people to understand and realize the importance of this. We must continue on this powerful.
Of course.
Freedom.
There, well, thank you very much. Your
Biafra.
There were.
Identity and freedom remains our Biafra.
There were. We must continue. Caller on WhatsApp. You are the last caller, please. Call on WhatsApp, please. Go on. Can you hear me? Call on WhatsApp. Thank you for holding on for close to 19 minutes.
Mazi Jonathan, good evening.
There, Mazi.
I'm calling from France. I'm a native of Abreva, and Abreva is a hinterland and also riverine area of Ireland. And we're in all their France once again. Once again, I want to deliberate in the issues that you talk about this evening. First, I will not go much detail in terms of food because our brother has let them little way say about the issue about the food. But what I want to say about the food is, if we can emulate the president of the Burkina Faso, the new one, Traoré, the Captain Traoré, after seeing the France out of their land, what the man is doing is making sure that he's making both the young youth, scientific youth, to on the agriculture, and then also empowering the youth of their land to focus in agriculture in all kinds of scientific and cultural and even local agriculture, and which they are doing perfectly now, and also encouraging them to come back home to focus in their land because they know that they are the security of their land. And what I'm trying to say about the agriculture, because if you discover that what you said, if your enemy is feeding you or feeding us, automatically they have our future. Something which the northern Nigeria zoo have been doing for years. Sometimes they will do strike and say they are not going to supply any food, which we use our money to purchase. They will refuse to supply it to us, and sometimes the food will damage, and at the same time they will ask for damages, and we pay a double payment again. Then that one is another strategy. We need to focus in that food issue, because when we are talking about the food, let us try to learn other food items, all those seeds from the Asians, from America, from Europe, and other food, even Northern African food. We need to cultivate it in our land. It's better that we cultivate all the whole. If it is a seed like 10,000 seed in the whole world, we cultivate it and we see if 9,000 germinate in our land and being fruitful, then we can use that 9,000 and cultivating our land and using as experience and do experiment and doing other things. That is pending. Now let us go back, and second topic I want to talk is about the propaganda, what is going on in the world. I've been following the event that going on today in the world, based on what is going on between Russia, America, Iran, and China and the NATO. If you follow it very deeply, and also Israel and Palestinian, then you understand the world is going to the third world country. We need understand that they are, according to what our leader, Chinedu, said last time, and one we, Biafrans, that we supposed to not to follow the dancing the media to supporting Israel. Rather, need to know who is our enemy and know who is our friends. Why do I say such? Mazi Chinedu have released many information about what the Israel have done to us, both the past and the present. And we discovered that their government are our enemy. Although they say they are part of us, yes. When we get Biafra, we'll sit down and discuss how we become brothers and sisters. But what I'm trying to say concerning what the event are going on today, about the going on today in the media and also in the global world government, we need to be careful not to dance a dance about the media, because if we dance about the dance of the media, we will involve ourselves in the problem. What do I say so? Yesterday, I get the news, I get information which the war is about to go into nuclear internet. If they go into the nuclear internet, then it is going to affect many internet in the world, which is they say that the Russia have both the security of internet in the air and other things that no world have ever built. And if something happen, automatically, if we, Biafrans, have the connection with the others enemies, automatically we will lose our signal. And we need to think very deeply and know what we can do, know whom we will join, and know how to play our game. What I'm trying to say is, about the propaganda that's going on, we need to be careful to follow and check it very carefully. There is another news I want to say. This is another, lastly, please, if you have a brother in Europe, especially in Britain, please, if your brother or your family is in the prison, or we commit one crime another and go to prison, trying to check the person always to know about the person's if he still be in the prison. Why did I say so? Because the Rishi Sunak, the Prime Minister of Britain, have trying to test the nuclear arsenal. The first one lost, the second one lost. And about the issue about the war of Ukraine, they don't have much soldiers to send to deport there. What they are trying to do is to take the foreigners living in England, in Britain, to deporting them, and issue them residence, and or sometimes they issue them a national distance, a citizenship, and at the same time you will go and fight in that war. And some of them who refuse, they will kidnap them, and that's a secret. That's why I don't want to say it in secret. Our leaders, I want to open everybody to know what is going on. And also here, the place I'm living now, they've been encouraging the foreigners to come and join the legions to the war. And we need to be careful, because there are some war you cannot enter. You need to, if they tell you to pay you or even to give you nationality, don't accept it, because this game is going to another direction. And if a Biafran join there, they can use only one Biafran and destroy every our struggle. That's what I'm saying. Biafra, you people need to be careful, and be careful, because this thing is going to another direction. That's the only thing I can say. Oh, hey, Biafra. Bye-bye for now.
There were Mazi. Thank you very much. You know, these people, they know how to do it. They only take us black people to fight their dirty wars. They did it in First World War. They did it in Second World War. They took Africans, even in the Indo-China War, by France and England, all this, Obama, they did it. Anytime they are in difficulty, they want Africans to come. They promise you of nationality. That is the heaven they have built. After all, they say and they have to protect the garden. So that is why we must build our own and stop being deceived into believing that there is another place that is heaven. But they are building their heaven here on earth. You know, they are building their heaven here on earth. But you know, they tell you to look onto your heaven in a spiritual realm. I don't know. So we must be knowledgeable by now, honestly, to understand the game. What we talked about today, this is where I'm going. I'm no more picking any call, please. We must make sure to revert to nature, to also give back to nature, so that nature will continue blessing us. Not only ordinary farming, but let us also continue planting different trees in our land, replenishing what we have been taking. Okwa, breadfruit, we didn't even plant them. They just grew. But today, you see that all these things are being destroyed. Why not we replenish them? We need to be replenishing them. We need to be planting. That is how real human beings behave. Let us show the world that we are also equal to the task. This agricultural revolution in Biafra land is being solicited for all and sundry. Anywhere you are, if you can support financially to your people in the rural area, you do it. You also, if you even, no matter where you are living, if you have a space to plant garden, do it. Because we cannot continue affording to be fed or to, to be molested by our enemies. Because truly, he who feeds you controls you. That is it. If you are saying that you are independent and you are still in your father's house eating, thank you, sir, thank you, ma, you are not independent. You are not responsible. You are not deemed to be responsible. If you have reached 20, 30 years and you are still in your father's house waiting for father or mother to bring food for you to eat without feeding you or being able to feed yourself, you are just viewed as a non-entity until you shipped out or you start bringing, feeding, being able to feed yourself. That is when they know that, oh, this is a man. So, as a country, as a people, if we cannot be able to feed ourselves also, we are not supposed to be deemed as a serious people, because we can be maneuvered at will by any means with food. Let our people stop this sharing of food. We are not almajiris. Share seedlings. Engage in meaningful investment in our rural areas that will employ people. Agricultural work that will employ people. Not only share. Let us not cultivate this culture of palliative. After we start receiving, before we are not known for this. Unless now foods will be circulated and shared. Or that one is a congregation, no problem. But this case of every time you are waiting, before it becomes a part of us, it's almajiris that do this. Sharing of food. You bring food, you share. Everybody take and happy. Tomorrow, that food is finished. Engage something meaningful to the community. Engage in agricultural revolution, so that people will plant and start feeding themselves, not you feeding them, because you only feed them maybe one day in 1 year or 2 years. But once you distribute or you buy agricultural products, agricultural materials, even any type of local tractor, you can keep it for the village. Just buy it for the village. Let them be maintaining it. Let them be fueling it. And take just any small tractor, anyhow, just to help. It's part of it. Because this impending doom, famine, they are trying to rout us in every way, so that they starve us. We become starved. One, it doesn't hurt them to block immediately. They block River Benue. They block from coming to south. Finish. That is how. That is so. Are we going to learn when something happened to us? How many times? How many times? Thank you for listening. Biafra remains our ideology, our religion, our identity. What we are doing is to make sure that we continue in our quest to Biafra restoration, and nothing can stop it. From me, Mazi Jonathan Chinedu, from here, it is simply good evening.